No room. Unless...
You're saying unless?
Unless you wouldn't mind sharing a room with someone else.
Who is it?
A man. I know him. He's alright. A man's a man. Separate beds, of course, you understand.
Who's that man sleeping in the office chair? Is that the refusal of my chance?
He was afraid of being robbed or murdered. What do you say?
I'll have to have a bed.
Buffet, here's that fellow who wants to share your room.
Show him this way. I'm not afraid of him. I'm not so drunk I can't take care of myself.
LaFay was the name, I think.
Yes, Lei Fayette. You got it the first time. And yours?
Magoon, Dr. Magoon.
A doctor.
Well, a teacher.
Professor, square the circle till you're tired. Hold on. There's something I don't think of now that I had on my mind to ask the first man that knew anything I happened in with. I'll ask you later. Don't let me forget. I'm moving into a size larger shirt. I felt mean lately. Oh, well, mean's no name for it. I just found out what the matter was tonight. I've been choking like a nursery tree. When it outgrows the wire band of its name tag, I blame it on the hot spell we've been having. 'Twas nothing but my foolish hanging back. Not liking to own up I'd grown a size. Number 18 this is. What size do you wear?
14.
14 you say so? I can remember when I wore 14. And come to think, I must have back at home more than 100 collars. Size 14. Too bad to waste them all. You ought to have them. They're yours and welcome. Let me send them to you. What makes you stand on one leg like that? You're not much further than where Kike left you. You act as if you wish you hadn't come. Sit down or lie down, friend. You make me nervous. Not that way, with your shoes on Kike's white bed. You can't rest that way. Let me pull your shoes off.
Don't touch me, please. I say don't touch me. Please. I'll not be put to bed by you, my man.
Just as you say. Have it your own way, then. My man, is it? You talk like a professor. Speaking of who's afraid of who, however, I'm thinking I've more to lose than you, if anything should happen to be wrong. Who wants to cut your number 14 throat? Let's have a showdown as an evidence of good faith. There's $90. Come, if you're afraid.
I'm not afraid. There's 5. That's all I carry.
I can search you? Where are you moving over to? Stay still. You better tuck your money under you and sleep on it the way I always do when I'm with people I don't trust at night.
Will you believe me if I put it there, right on the counterpane, that I do trust you?
You'd say so, Mr. Man. I'm a collector. My 90 isn't mine. You won't think that. I pick it up $1 at a time. All around the country for the weekly news. Published in Bo. You know the weekly news?
Known it since I was young.
Then you know me. Now we're getting on together. Talking. I'm sort of something for it at the front. My business is to find what people want. They pay for it, so they ought to have it. Fairbanks, he says to me. He's the editor. Feel out the public sentiment, he says. A good deal comes on me when all is said. The only trouble is, we disagree in politics. I'm Vermont Democrat. You know what that is? Sort of double-dyed. The News has always been a Republican. Fairbanks, he says to me, help us this year. Meaning by us, their ticket. No, I says, I can't and won't. You've been in long enough. It's time you turned around and boosted us. You have to pay me more than 10 a week if I'm expected to elect Bill Taft. I doubt if I could do it anyway.
You seem to shape the paper's policy.
You see, I'm in with everybody. Know 'em all. I almost know their farms as well as they do.
You drive around? It must be pleasant work.
It's business, but I can't say it's not fun. What I like best's the lay of different farms, coming out on them from a stretch of woods, or over a hill, or round a sudden corner. I like to find folks getting out in the spring, raking the dooryard, working near the house. Later they get out further in the fields. Everything's shut sometimes except the barn. The family's all away in some back meadow. There's a hayload coming, when it comes. And later still they all get driven in. The fields are stripped to lawn, the garden patches stripped to bare ground, the apple trees to whips and poles. There's nobody about. The chimney, though, keeps up a good brisk smoking. And I lie back and ride. I take the reins. Only when someone's coming, and the mare stops when she likes, I tell her when to go. I've spoiled Jemima in more ways than one. She got so she turns in at every house, as if she had some sort of curvature. No matter if I have no errand there. She thinks I'm sociable. Maybe I am. It's seldom I get down except for meals, though. Folks entertain me, from the kitchen doorstep, all in a family row down to the youngest.
One would suppose they might not be as glad to see you as you are to see them.
Oh, because I want their dollar. I don't want anything they've not got. I never done. I'm there and they can pay me if they like. I go nowhere on purpose. I happen by. Sorry, there's no cup to give you a drink. I drink out of the bottle. Not your style? Mayn't I offer you?
No. Thank you.
Just as you say. Here's looking at you then. And now I'm leaving you for a little while. You'll rest easier when I'm gone, perhaps. Lie down. Let yourself go. And get some sleep. But first, let's see. What was I going to ask you? Those callers! Who shall I address them to? Suppose you aren't awake when I come back.
Really, friend, I can't let you. You may need them.
Not till I shrink, when they'll be out of style.
But really, I have so many callers.
I don't know who I rather would have them. They're only turning yellow where they are. But you're the doctor, as the saying is. I'll put the light out. Don't you wait for me. I've just begun the night. You get some sleep. I'll knock so fashion and peep round the door when I come back so you'll know who it is. There's nothing I'm afraid of like scared people. I don't want you should shoot me in the head. What am I doing carrying off this bottle? There now. You get some sleep.